Hello and welcome to another Modswell video. I'm your host Maxwell. It's Friday, so that means it's time for another top 5 mods of the week. Whilst it's been a quiet week in modding, we still have had some excellent quality in what we did get. These are purely my opinions on what the top 5 of the week are, so if you think that there's something else that should have been in the top 5, please leave it in the comment section so everyone can check that mod out. With all that being said, let's get going. In at number 5 we have Gladys the Corgi, a custom dog follower mod. This mod is being featured for a few reasons, the least of which is that I have recently adopted a dog of my own. But in game terms, this one really does stand out from the crowd, and I don't just mean as a dog follower, but as a follower in general. This is a fully custom mod. Even the barks come from the creator's own corgis, which I think is a fantastic touch. But this little pooch is just a cut above the rest with its own cute armor set, brand new textures and AI framework. And my favourite topper is how it will go and fetch useful items from the Fallen and chests. Imagine all of the bells and whistles and then add on actual quality of life sprinkles. And of course, it's crazy cute, which is useful for slaying dragons? Well, maybe if you're doing that you should just send her home to anywhere you own, which is all part of her framework. To get this little wonder, simply head over to the Solitude docks. There you'll find a new boat complete with merchants selling her to her new home. Hopefully yours. But here's the kicker. It is going to set you back 87.4 megabytes, which is a fair chunk. But I had to include it as it's just so different from a lot of what we already have available. It's clear that the creator really loves their dogs and wants to immortalize them in this great game. If you've chosen to install this mod, I'd like to see tons of pictures of it over on the Discord server, please and thank you. Moving on. For number 4 we have Samurai Akechi Armor Pack by Chakra and Shu Akechi. I know a lot of people who are into using katanas to slice their way through spawns, and this feels like the next logical step. This pack adds in one armor set in 4 different colour variants. It consists of Akechi helmet, skull mask, armor, gauntlets, boots, optional back and side katana ornaments, as well as some weaponry in the form of a katana and an adashi to match the style. Each of them are available in grey, red, blue and white. A great feature of how this mod is set up is that we're given 3 extra pieces of armour, the face mask and 2 non-usable weapons that are designed to function similarly to visible favorited gear showing the unequipped weapons. What's great about this is that it'll give you extra slots to enchant, which gives the armour an edge over others in terms of functionality. When it comes to design, there's a clear labour of love that has gone into this work with some extremely fine detailing all over the sets. It's obvious that this style the author really wanted to get right, and it's actually massively paid off. To get your hands on these sets, you'll need to head over to the Forge and craft them under the Ebony section. Pretty easy, right? I'd say that's overall a smart move, as let's face it, this is more for a fun role playing than just real out and out immersion. In my mind, these armours are a version of the Akaviri armour and would suit that style of game. Otherwise, it would be cool to use this armour as a Blades armour replacer, and for 48.8 megabytes you can, which is an extremely reasonable cost for all that's on offer. In third, we have Radiance by Ehatch. This is a new Encounters mod on Xbox. It acts very similar to the likes of Extended Encounters, which was ported by the same author, Clothus. When walking through the wilds of vanilla Skyrim, there is very little going on. An orc that wants to die, a few thieves, a sick guy walking to a shrine and soldiers walking their prisoners around. But Radiance seeks to fix this issue. It adds in 30 brand new encounters. You might bump into adventurers that you've assisted along the roads. Inversely, you might be chased down by someone that you've annoyed, and you'll see how your actions have affected the world when you enter those major conflicts. The author even states that there's more to come as well, so we could see this grow and become a far larger expansion. However, for those of you that just can't wait, you'll find it fully compatible with other encounter mods like Extended Encounters and FGOAT, both of which I am currently using. This makes it so your travels are filled with new stories. The roads are less bare, and this makes the world feel that much larger and more lived in. For all its excellence, Skyrim has always felt a bit empty, so a mod like this should become very popular. It's a really lightweight way to increase the feeling of population, and it's light on cost too. At only 731.1 kilobytes, it's very easy to fit into your order. I see this being a mainstay in many orders to come. Part of the reason behind this is that it was created with the ideas from all of us. The Skyrim fanbase over on the now closing forums. This is part of what makes this mod so excellent. And of course, all credit to Ehatch for collecting those ideas and putting them into a package for us all to use for years to come. Moving on to second place, I've been a little bit cheeky here once again and dipped into the work in progress section. So to have this mod on your game, you'll need to favourite it over on the Bethnet. Here we have Companion's Armour and Skyforge Weapons Plus. This mod seeks to add variance to the Companion's armour sets. The way the author has gone about this is really smart, by collecting up permissions to port a few different retextures as variants instead of just replaces. In this file, we get a few of my favourites too. A Midian-born for that high-end vanilla plus style. Sleek wolf armour by Kuyama for a more elegant high-end style. Headpieces from Call of the North, which adds animal style helmets that really suit the companion style. But that's not all this mod does. It also retextures and expands upon the Skyforge weaponry, which now includes a Skyforge bow, mace and warhammer. To gain these weapons, you'll have to move your way along the companion's questline. Yul and Greymane will eventually start selling them to you. It took me roughly an hour to get to this point, but that may vary dependent on your mods. For me, this mod has done a few things. Firstly, I now feel like Yul may in fact be the best blacksmith, as he does things others simply can't or won't. Secondly, the armour variance has given me options, obviously. And finally, I'm excited to have new and different weapons to play with. We all know how much I love archery. I've been toying with the idea of using Nordwar UA's replaces for the vanilla armour to really throw extra style variants out there too. This mod gives you that option. It's extremely well thought out, and for everything it's added in, the 66.8 megabytes price tag is more than reasonable. I'm excited to see what changes or additions will be made to this, but it's already amongst my favourites early on. And finally, it's time for my top pick of the week, and I think people probably saw this coming. Here we have Stendarr Rising. After a vampire attack left the vigil of Stendarr's camp a smouldering wreck and the vigilance all but over, someone had to step in and fix everything. As per usual, that someone is the Dragonborn. With this mod, you'll have to clear the wreck, light the forge and build a bigger, better and more defensible hall for the vigilance to reside. Gather resources and get to work on the repairs. Once the door is placed, the hall will turn into an interior cell and a new player home. There is a lot of extras included in this file. Create a church, kitchen, barracks and even an underground vault perfect for storing your goods, or as the author suggests, use the vault to house confiscated Daedric artifacts. Once everything is up and running, new recruits will begin to show up to man the fort, bolstering the defences and getting ready for the next attack, which by the way, will come. Both vampires and werewolves will find your actions an affront to their existence, so tool up and get ready. This acts similarly to a brand new faction, or at least one that you're never able to be a part of in the vanilla game. To start, simply reach level 10. This is when the hall is burned down in game, and when the Dawnguard missions kick in. Activate the workbench in the shed and you'll begin the rebuild. It's as simple as that. Mods like this get my head spinning with ideas. It's the kind of mod that you can build an order around. The order I'm currently building is a dark fantasy gothic style, and this is going to slot in perfectly. Mods like Desolate Morning with night attacks and an increase in the demonic activities, Growl with an increase to the werewolf population and their strength, Set for vampire attacks which will make your presence all the more necessary, and Winter Sun or Truer to really roleplay your faith in Stendarr for that extra touch will all play so nicely with this. The possibilities are growing all the time, and this mod in particular should be finding its way into many orders, and for only 22.2 megabytes, that's pretty easy to do. And on that, I am going to call it. To continue the chat, come and join us over on the Discord server. You'll find a link to that and all the mods mentioned in the description below. And as always, I'd really appreciate those likes, comments, and of course subscriptions. They let me know that you want more content like this. But either way, thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.